Has she gotten your dad's death benefit yet? She should use it to let me style her? Yo, someone just died. And your question is, has your mom gotten the death benefits and the money yet? I can sign her up. Oh my God. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So today we are going to be doing MLM horror stories. So if you don't know, this is a series that has been going on my channel for a long time. What I do is I read every other week MLM horror stories that are sent to my email. So if you want to send me your MLM horror story, I have my email in the description box down below. You can send me a video that's under 10 minutes, or you can send me an email that I can read no matter how short or how long your horror story is. And then every other week I also do MLM fails on Friday as another series. That is all. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, if you don't follow me on Instagram, we are moving to Texas. When you guys are watching this video, we will be moving in 7 days. So it's a bunch of craziness, and I will definitely be pre-filming a lot of my content for the move because it's going to take us 4 days to get to Texas. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. But with that all being said, I just have some water today, and let's get into today's horror stories. So this one says, "It works?" question mark, more like it's a scam. Hey Deanna, recent YouTube subscriber, and honestly one of my favorite anti-MLM channels. I really admire how you give the facts and remain polite and respectful towards people. She owns a Instagram, and it's dedicated to trying to correct bad advice on oils. And there's a lot of Instagrams that actually do that, so that's really great, but I'm not gonna share the Instagram because I don't think she wants it shared. She said, "My story is an It Works one, and I think it's important for people to know because It Works is one of the worst ones I've ever experienced. Sorry the story is long." It's actually not that long, in my opinion. She says, "I first found out It Works through an old high school classmate. It was in my early 20s, and back when I thought I had to add all these girls from high school to make myself feel better. She never contacted me, but she constantly was posting about her fabulous life and how much money she made. She also posted that she had like 3 to 4 jobs, so that should have been my clue that she was struggling. I had wanted to get my hair back to being long. I had cut it super short and now hated it. And seeing this girl post all these amazing before and after photos with her amazing hair vitamins really got me. It was getting closer to my wedding, and I just wanted to have gorgeous hair again. So I reached out, not really knowing what MLMs were at this time, but believing it was 100% legitimate. She was super eager to sell to me and made me call her to set it all up. I had to make an account through her, and the process was super lengthy. I wasn't allowed to just buy it myself. I had to give her the information, and she did it all for me. Again, I should have known. She kept asking me over and over again, 'Are you sure?" question mark. But that was all she said. I was like, yes, of course I want to try this. I believed I was getting one product for 1 month, but oh boy, that was not the case. Which, let me pause really quickly. That's actually not the case with a lot of It Works individuals that join It Works. So please, please, please warn people. If you see someone going to join It Works or talking about It Works and hasn't joined yet, really talk to them, because they end up signing people up for like these 3-month subscriptions where they have to buy something every month and they can't cancel like at all. Like the terms and conditions have no way of canceling. So please do not get trapped in this It Works shit. She goes, "The next month I see a charge and I flip out. I think these things were $30, so not terrible, but I wasn't wanting to get more than one. They did not taste good. They worked well enough, but I didn't feel it was worth it. I was livid when I contacted this girl, and she just responded with, 'Well, I asked you if you were sure because you have to buy 3 months of something before you can cancel.' I was even more mad. I tried everything except canceling my card, as it was a credit card, and I was super new to the credit card world, and I was afraid I'd be in trouble or something if I tried to dispute things with a credit line. Looking back, I should have just contacted my card company and reported a fraudulent charge. And if this happens to anyone else, contact your bank and card carrier immediately and get them revoked." So I was stuck with having to repurchase 3 months of products I didn't want. Needless to say, I canceled as soon as I could and never talked to that girl again. I ended up selling my remaining products for a lot less to someone, explaining what had happened. They were thrilled and avoided an MLM too. Last I checked, this girl had since dropped out of the MLM and stopped posting like that at all, which I'm glad for. I'm still a little bit bitter she lied to me though, and due to this ordeal that I even found the anti-MLM community. A couple other people down the line tried to get me to join theirs, but thankfully my husband always just told me no, and eventually I realized they were all scams. I'm grateful this was all I had happen and I didn't lose out on a lot of money. Thank you for your channel and for spreading your message. Girl, they always do that. That's literally what I hear about all the time when people talk about it works, and I don't get it. I don't get how that's actually allowed. I would have to look into it. Like, is it really allowed that they can take all of your information and sign you up? Like, why can't you just sign yourself up? Which I think you can, but I think they just want to lie to you and scam you. Okay, they want to scam you out your money. That they make you feel like they are the only ones that can sign you up, which really makes no sense. You should be able to sign yourself up and purchase your own products. Like, wait, does that mean you gave her your like credit card number to purchase? Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Hell no. So we're just gonna move on to the next one. Again, please you guys, please pay attention before you join something, or to help one of your friends maybe not have that happen to them. Oh, this one's about Rodan and Fields. Okay, we haven't had one of these in a long time. So it says, hello, I just stumbled upon your channel and really enjoyed watching your videos. You show awesome perspective that are extremely helpful. Grr. Y'all always start these off saying something sweet. Y'all gonna make me cry one day. Thank you. That actually means a lot for me, because I know with YouTube in general, a lot of us can get into that comparison game, or where there are people out there who like to compare you to other individuals. It has happened to me in my comments before. People like to say that I copy someone else, and I'm like, I don't copy no one. I stay in my own lane. And that just means a lot that you really look at my perspective and feel that I have, you know, a good one that's really helpful, because it gets really annoying, that whole comparison game thing, either if I compare myself or when other people compare me to someone else. So thank you. She said, about me, I've never been in an MLM, thankfully. Before I did my research about them, I had no idea how evil they were. I have a family friend that is involved in Rodan and Fields, and to be honest, I almost fell for her sales pitch. The only thing that kept me from purchasing was the fact that I'm allergic to the fragrance and their products contain it. Anywho, this family friend is my mother's best friend's niece. We call her Katie. Katie and I never got along growing up. She was actually a bully towards me because I suspect she never liked the fact that I was always around. Jennifer's family, especially her parents, treated me differently than Katie. They absolutely loved my mom and I, and even thought of me as their granddaughter. I loved them as well, especially because my blood grandparents were never a part of my life. My senior year of college, I was in a clinical class where I was responsible for the treatment of a client. Because of this huge responsibility, I was not able to miss treatment sessions. I received news that Jennifer's mother was very sick and she was being placed in hospice care. My mother was on her way to drive 6 hours to see her and attend the funeral. Because of college, I wasn't able to drive 6+ hours in a day and miss class/clinic because of the rigorous program. This was absolutely heartbreaking. As I was sitting in my university office between meetings, I hopped on Facebook to see Katie post about how she was on her way to visit her grandmother before she passed. In this post, she of course felt it was the perfect timing to plug her business and say how thoughtful she was for the opportunity to travel without having to take off work because she can work from anywhere. Disgusting. I will never understand how she thought this was the perfect opportunity to advertise by concluding the post with, let me know if you want to be a part of this business. My mother attended the funeral knowing full well how mad I was at Katie for doing what she did. It gets better, believe it or not. At the family only wake, my mother attended this, my mom recognized everyone except one person. After the wake, my mother asked Jennifer who the individual was. Apparently, Katie invited one of her friends to come along so she could set her up with her older brother. She literally used her grandmother's death fucking again in another disgusting way. This happened a year ago. My blood pressure still increases every time I think about it. I follow Katie on social media as well to keep tabs on her and her ridiculousness. I can't say I've even forgiven her in my heart. Maybe one day if she quits Rodan and Fields. Thank you for sharing with others, even if this doesn't show in your video, the importance of getting out of these schemes. You're doing God's work. Katie truly thinks she is, but we all know she isn't. Please blur her name. I was too lazy to do so. So she did. She motherfucking added a screenshot of where she posted about the whole travel thing. So our girl, her fake name is Katie. This is the post. It says, feeling blessed this morning. As I'm sitting at my gate waiting to board my flight, I can't help but feel extremely blessed for my side hustle. Over the weekend, my grandmother was put into hospice care and was given a short time left to live. If it weren't for the additional income with Rodan and Fields, there's a good chance I wouldn't be able to afford to travel home for the period of time I'd be there. I can work on the go, I can work at the airport, I can work in the car, from my bed, you name it, I can work there too. If you're someone who can use an additional income, reach out to me. I'd love to share what it means to work this business. We see this kind of thing time and time again, and each time it stays bad. Like, it doesn't get better. It doesn't feel better knowing people are doing these things. It's really sad, like, to use either the death of someone in your family, someone's illness in your family, like cancer, things like that. It's disgusting to use the fact that your grandmother is going to hospice. Usually hospice, from what I know, please let me know in the comment section down below if I'm incorrect, but from what I know, that's generally the place someone goes when they are on the decline and are close to their passing. And that's really sad that you would use that. I would never. I only have one grandmother and one grandfather left. No great grandparents, no on my mom's side and my dad's side, like literally one grandma, one grandfather. That is it. And I would never use their death to be like, okay, you guys, I'm so thankful that I can travel because I have YouTube. YouTube is my job, guys. And YouTube allows me to take my camera and tripod wherever I go. As long as I have my camera and my hand to film, I can do it anywhere. Oh, and by the way, my grandparent is dying, but you can join me too if you want to do my job because it's just so good. Like, how fucked up does that sound? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, who gives a fuck? Because in my opinion, I wouldn't even want to be working. Like, if I have the opportunity to not have to work during that moment, I'm not going to work. I will probably take time off of YouTube, and yeah, I may still have to do like schoolwork, but that schoolwork, it has to be done. And as long as I don't have another job, and you know, that job allows me to take time off, I'm not working. No social media. Because this is my job. YouTube is my fucking job. But guess what? It's a job that can be on the go. And I would never, ever, ever tell somebody, you can do this too. Yeah, my grandparents signed. That don't matter though. You can do this business too because I'm gonna earn a commission check off your ass. Like, okay, let's move on to the next one. Girl can't take this one no more. She can't take it. Next one, we've got more screenshots, guys. This is a good week, okay? We got a lot of screenshots, so let's get into this one. So this one starts with destroyed friendship. I love when you guys put it in the title or the subject line whenever you send me an email like destroyed friendship 101. I like to know what I'm about to read. So it says, you can call me KB. My best friend of 20 years got involved with MLMs about a year and a half ago. First with Beachbody, then Herbalife, and now Matilda Jane. I never heard of that one. She always pestered me to buy stuff from her, but I always gave her some excuse so I wouldn't hurt her feelings. Now I wish I would have just been more blunt. My dad passed away very unexpectedly a few months ago, and it's been really hard on my family. I hadn't had the time to hang out with her as much lately, so she hasn't bugged me about her products for a while, besides a text or two every week. That's a lot a week. If she talk about her products, that's a lot. To which I always say no. I got one such text this weekend and it turned out quite ugly. The screenshots tell the rest of the story. She's never been this hateful before. Ever since getting involved with MLM, she has been like a different person. I can't believe I lost my best friend over this. So first, before we get into the screenshots, because there's screenshots, bitch, I do want to say I'm so sorry for your loss. I know it can be really hard. Oh God, I don't want to get emotional. I'm definitely an empath. Someone had told me to look that up, and it's really true. I put myself in that person's body, and I just cry for everybody. So that's just me, but I lost my dad when I was 16, 17, and he was never really a part of my life because, disclaimer, drugs and alcohol, but yeah, because of that, and I would talk to him every now and again. He would generally call when he was feeling better. He would buy us presents, things like that. And losing him was like emotionally scarring. And I can only imagine if I had my father in my life every day, right? If I grew up with him, he was in my life every day, to have that sort of connection and lose him, I can't deal. Like, I just couldn't deal with that. I have my mother in my life, thankfully, and I just could only imagine what you are going through to have your father in your life every day and to lose him. So I'm so sorry. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna pray for you and your family tonight, and I hope you guys are doing okay. So, it has screenshots. Luckily, she already crossed them out for me. So first one, it says, this is from the MLMers. So the MLMer says, hey love, let me style you with this new Matilda Jane trunk. This piece will look so fresh on you. Only 120 this week. Blue heart kiss, 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 blue. This is real. Like, this isn't fake. This is literally someone's message and how many emojis they used. And then they showed the outfit that they had. My girl responded with, thanks love, but I need some rest after this first week of teaching. And I also want to see my mom. She needs to pick me up. MLMer says, ooh, I should bring my Jane over to her. Has she gotten your dad's death benefit yet? She should use it to let me style her. Yo, someone just died. And your question is, has your mom gotten the death benefits and the money yet? Like, from the death? Like, let's just use that. And I can sign her up. Oh my God. My girl responded with, listen, you know I love you and wish you nothing but the best, but I politely ask you to stop sending me stuff you're selling. I'm not interested. I don't like MLMs anyways, and with my dad unexpectedly passing, I just want to focus on supporting my mom. You're welcome to come with me, but please don't bring products. That was literally the nicest thing ever. Like, girl, we need to be friends. You need to bring some of that niceness into my soul, because I would not have responded that way. The MLMer says, so I wasn't gonna say anything, but you've been a crap friend. We've all lost people. I mean, I lost my great aunt. It's been like 4 months, so it's time you heal. I think you can afford to give me a few hours of your time and can buy a reasonably priced outfit from your literal best friend. You shop at thrift stores. Be an adult for once and let me put you in something nice. You owe me from never buying any Herbalife things like you said you would. Blank told me you were a toxic friend and I didn't listen, but I guess you don't support other women. All about your teaching job now. That's a cop-out career. You and your mom would feel better if you helped other people instead of having a pity party, but I'm literally done. Bye. I got like 3 things. 1, you are not entitled to anyone's fucking money, and I don't get this. This one is so bad, this MLM horror story. Oh my gosh. I don't get why people feel like they're entitled to someone's money just because you're someone's friend. Sorry that Kai's also barking in the background. You can probably hear him, but it doesn't matter whether you're someone's friend or you're someone's family member, mom. I don't give a shit if you're someone's mom or grandparent or sister or brother. You're not entitled to that person's money. You have no right to tell someone that, oh, you deserve. What did she say? You owe me for never buying any Herbalife. You owe me for not buying my products. Fuck off. Oh my gosh. That's like me telling people, and this is why I'm always going to compare it to YouTube, because this is like a business, right? This is my job. It's like me telling my girl Kimberlea, love her, that my bitch, but telling Kimberlea like, fuck you. You owe me. You need to watch my videos so I get ads watched and I get more views, that I make more money. And if you fucking don't, you're a toxic bitch. Are you kidding me? No one owes anyone anything in life. Like, come on. She then said, blank told me you were a toxic friend and how you don't support other women. It's not that she doesn't support you. Oh my gosh, her dad died. Like, what the fuck? Then she goes, teaching is a cop-out career for all of my teachers. What do y'all think about that? That teaching is a cop-out career. That's what she just said. Like, are you fucking, we need them. We need teachers. I'm so appreciative because guess what? When I had children, they going to school. I'm not teaching them if I don't have to, as long as, you know, what's going on in the world fucks off and we can get on with our life. I'm bringing them to school. I'm letting the teachers do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to teach them. We need teachers. So it's not a cop-out career. It's actually a essential career, okay? Then she said, you and your mom would feel better if you stopped having a pity party. I'm sorry, but if someone passes in your life, have a pity party for as long as you want to. Yes, hopefully someone will help you get through that mentally and physically and emotionally. Hopefully you'll have a support system to help you, maybe help you cook or get you back on your feet. But it's okay to have a little pity party for yourself. I'm just being honest. It's okay to feel. And that's a real problem in this society, is they don't allow you to feel, and MLMs like to be toxic. A lot of toxic positivity. You have to be positive at all times, even if someone dies. No, you can feel that. You can go through grief. Do you know? My psychology people, you know it takes the average individual 2 years to get over grief emotionally? 2 years. 2 for each person that dies in your lifetime. It's gonna probably take you about 2 years to get through the grieving process. So I'm sorry, but she can feel grief however she wants to feel it. Her, the girl that sent me this, but also her mother. So, woo, that was a crazy gut. So with all that being said, let's move on to the next MLM horror story. Not sure what it's gonna be about, but it is a long one, so buckle up. It says, so this is my crazy MLM story. This bitch made me so uncomfortable. It was truly one of the worst interactions of my life. 5 years later, I still feel my stress levels rising thinking about writing this. I changed the name for privacy and added comments as well. I hope it makes sense. I was trying to make it as easy as possible for you and others to follow along and read. Background. At the time, I was a rep for the Pampered Chef in Canada where I live. I use the terms loosely as I was in for the discount. Pampered Chef, you guys, has stuff for your house to cook, like for your kitchen essentially, if you guys aren't familiar with Pampered Chef. She said, I am a better cook and host now, and their products have helped. I would, however, never pay full price for an MLM product. This is why I joined PC and 2 others. This was years ago, before I knew more about the shady side of businesses and horrible companies. I've never carried stock, refused to recruit, and I was very uncomfortable hosting parties. I guess I hosted 3 parties in totals for friends until I decided I couldn't do it. I would let people know when I had a party going and take orders if they wanted. More discount for me and more products I could get. But again, I never pushed anything. With that being said, it was Christmas time and my upline had booked a table at a bazaar. Something happened and she couldn't go. It was very near my house, so I took the spot. I set the table up with my products, talked about them if people asked, and had no cash and carry products. One of the PCs, Pampered Chef consultant is what I'm thinking that means, claim is their good warranty, but only the buyer could claim it, and they have all expiration dates. Cash and carry basically voids the warranty. So I felt it was wrong to scam people. If someone wanted something, I would place the order for them, and really I was there to network and buy Christmas gifts. I met some awesome women, some of whom we still talk and whose small business I still support. Then there was the Hunbot. She came to my table, asked a few questions, and started to talk about her chocolate company. I was polite but didn't show interest except for filling up a ballot for a draw. She was really pushy about it, and innocent me didn't think the information would be used for anything but the drawing. What a bitch! No, I didn't win. I don't think anyone did, but never give out your information for any drawings for an MLM. It's a scam. Anyway, I have a problem with talking too much. So here goes the actual story. 5 days after the event, I got an email from someone I don't know. I'm naming her Regina. That's the business Hunbot partner. So here's an email. So this is gonna go through emails that was from the Hunbot Regina. So Regina sends it to my girl and says, hi girl, I would like to start by introducing myself. I am Regina, one of Hunbot's business partners. I look forward to meeting you as Hunbot has told me wonderful. The fact that she changed these names to Hunbot and Regina has me dead. I look forward to meeting you as Hunbot had so many wonderful things to say about you. I've spoken to many people from Brazil in the past about our chocolate, and I know that it is loved and you already understand the nutrition benefits. We love to meet smart people who are proactive about their health and genuinely interested in knowing how this healthy chocolate can enhance their life, especially the ones who already understand the value of networking great products. As promised, here is some information that highlights some key points regarding the healthy chocolates and what they're all about. Dr. Gordon Peterson had a great explanation why the shake is so good. So wait, it's a shake? Bitch, it's a shake. I thought she meant chocolate, like we're about to go get chocolate, like at C's Candy. Bitch, what? Chocolate shake? That's what she mean, chocolate shake? Hell no. So apparently this Dr. Gordon said the shakes are good. Not only that, but why athletes will perform at their peak level while using the high antioxidant meal replacement shake. Click here and enjoy. Please confirm that you've received the information. I'd love to give you a call as soon as I know you have some great questions. I do want to know about a valuable promotion we have on until the end of the year, especially if you're interested in a weight loss program. I have to make a note to say that I am on the bigger side. I've struggled with ED in the past, so I was not at a point in my life where dieting was something I wanted to risk. I've always eaten healthy though and value nutrition. That's not a concern I ever mentioned to Hunbot. So Regina, whom I never met, somehow knew I was fat and assumed I wanted to lose weight? I'm not sure where exactly you are located, but we have a tasting in action this Sunday at 3. If you want to come by and try our product, I'd be happy to send you the details. Change your chocolate, change your life. This bitch really got the end of the email saying change your chocolate, change your life, Hunba and Regina. Her second email says, hello girl and happy new year. I hope you had a chance to look at some of the information. I also wanted to let you know we're having a casual gathering in action for people to get educated about our product. I would love to forward you the information if you're available on Saturday at 4 p.m. Looking forward to chat with you soon. Cheers, Regina. Oh Lord. Then my girl says her first response, this is what she says. Side note, I will admit that I lied in the first 2 paragraphs. I promise you I'm a very honest person, but I hate confrontation and I'm extremely uncomfortable saying no, especially when people are not taking my no for an answer. Now I just say no thank you, and if they insist, I just say I already answered, and at that point they are making it awkward and disrespectful. My reasons are my own. Well, most times wearing big girl panties is hard. Anyways, I'm not so proud of my lies, especially the second one at this point. I was clinically depressed because I desperately wanted a second child, and my partner didn't. But when I was pregnant with my first, I didn't take a single medication, so the reason behind the lie is sound. And if we are trying to conceive, that's exactly what I would do. Fast forward to now, I still only have 1 son and can't have more kids due to cancer treatments, but I love him. He's my life and I deal with it and I've accepted it. I just put this here so people don't wonder if I've ever had children or not. Kids are my life and I've always worked / advocated for them, but this is another story for another day, non-MLM related. So now that was the backstory to this next email that our girl is about to send to the Hunbot / also Regina. She goes, hi Regina, thank you so much for forwarding this to me. I'm not sure why, but I never received the first one included below. Since December, a lot of things have changed as my husband and I decided to try for our second child. I have to take a pass for now as I wouldn't want to start a diet and have to stop it when or if we're lucky enough to succeed. If you don't mind, I'd love to keep your information and contact you sometime in the future if we succeed, or earlier if we don't and give up, which I'm praying we won't. This is me politely saying don't contact me. I'll contact you if I'm interested. Thank you so much for your time, comma, girl. Her third email from the Hunbot says, hey girl, I'm very sorry you did not get the first email. I believe I left you a message as well. I'm so glad to hear back from you. I agree that you do not need to start a diet when you're trying to get pregnant, but our shake can be used for weight loss or maintenance and it is complete nutrients package. I would love for you to come and hear more. Either way, as I started eating the chocolate with my last pregnancy and it was very different from the previous 3. The baby was extremely happy and good-natured as well. Please let me know the best time to connect. Today I am booked for the rest of the day, but I have some flexibility for the rest of the day. So I'm gonna pause here. So in general, this is really fucked up because this woman is trying to do everything she can to say no. And that is the problem. In these MLMs, there are so many men and women who don't want to say no or they're nervous to say no because a lot of us just like to make people happy. We don't want to be rude. We don't want to be disrespectful. We don't want to make people feel bad. So we say, or we don't say things. We'll make up an excuse so that they leave us alone. So this girl even said over and over like, oh, I'll just contact you like if I want more info. And then she wants to say that she took this shake while she was pregnant with her baby. That just insinuates that you're telling this woman that this product would be good for her trying to get pregnant. And you have no right, and no one in an MLM has a right to tell anyone whether they can have a product or not if they're trying to get pregnant, because guess motherfucking what? You don't know her history. This Regina chick doesn't know my girl's history at all. She doesn't know if maybe she can't have certain ingredients during a pregnancy. Maybe she's allergic to an ingredient that's in the shake. Like, you don't know. So I hate these fucking medical claims. Even though she didn't say straight out like, oh, well, this shake could help you while you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant, she still insinuated that it would by what she said. So let's continue and see what is said. My girl responds to Regina and says, I'll ask my partner if he heard the message and forget to pass it along. He's notorious for that. Men. Congrats on having 4 children though. I would have 10 if I could. Unfortunately, I'd still like to pass on the shake for now, for no other reason than I am a worried wart and really not comfortable with taking any foreign drug shakes, no supplements. I do appreciate. I will keep your information and contact you in the future. Thanks for understanding. Holy shit. And then she emails us back. Now Regina emails back and says, I hear you. My husband is absolutely terrible at giving messages. But I would have to check my notes if it was a voicemail or person. I agree with you on having the best nutrition while you're pregnant. This is why I suggest the chocolate. Most pregnant women need a sugar fix. Why not one that will give you value instead of pure guilt? Shaming moms. If you are pregnant or you are a mom, have your fucking chocolate. Have it. Go to the gas station, get your Hershey's bar, Snickers bar, Kit Kats, get whatever you want, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it, because when you're pregnant, you can have what you want, boo. And I don't care what anybody says. I've never had children, never been pregnant or anything like that, but I hear that the cravings are crazy and the hormones are crazy, so you should not feel guilted into buying a fucking shake because you're pregnant, or maybe you had your baby and maybe you're posting about wanting to lose some weight after having a child, or even if you don't and you don't give a fuck about losing weight after having a kid, you should not feel guilty, and no one should try and make you feel guilty for wanting to have chocolate and not this fucking meal replacement shake, because sometimes a stupid ass meal replacement shake isn't going to suffice the craving that you have. Point blank, that's it. So that really freaking annoys me, like mom shaming. Mom shaming. My girl goes, at this point, my anxiety went through the roof and I had a mild panic attack. I don't know how many times I could have politely said no, and she was making me really angry and uncomfortable with her insistence. I felt so bad for the pregnant woman who bought into this shit, and I couldn't believe she was feeding me, one, such uneducated and unfunded information, and two, she dared tell me or anyone else the decision I made for my own body isn't right because it's not making her money. I raged just remembering it. So I blocked her email and her phone number on my house phone. I had an answering machine, but also a voicemail service that came with my phone line. Muting her phone number meant her call went straight to that virtual voicemail, which I never checked. I thought I was free and moved on with my life, but no. After about a month later, I get a call from a number I didn't know on my freaking cell phone. Remember how I only gave her my phone number though? Like the house phone? I answer and it's Regina asking me why I haven't responded to her emails. Well, first off, I never got them. She was blocked, and calls, same thing. I told her I never got the messages, didn't have to tell her she was blocked. She called me a liar and started listing the dates and times she contacted me and said no one goes that long without checking messages. I'm mute because really what can I say to that kind of crazy aggression? She doesn't even hesitate before she continues and says she was trying this because she really felt like I would benefit from her opportunity, and upon reflection thought that maybe I wasn't getting pregnant because I was overweight and not eating her chocolate. Let me fucking back up. What? She says she was trying this because she felt that I would benefit from her opportunity, and upon reflection thought that maybe I wasn't getting pregnant because I was overweight and not eating her chocolate replacement shakes? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my gosh, I could slap someone right now. I really could. I would slap her. I would find her after she called me and slap her. She was worried about me. She really had to contact me, and one of the least proudest moments of my life, I hung up on her and blocked that number from my cell phone, and just as a precaution, I saved it and named it Crazy Bitch Don't Answer just in case it ever went through again. I'm so lucky to say this is the craziest story I have, and don't have that many bad experiences with MLMs in general. I have some tea on some party trains that used to happen, but it's not that juicy. Thanks for listening, and sorry it's long. Oh my gosh. I mean, I kept pausing and saying what I feel, but the mom shaming, the calling someone overweight, I don't think that's right. Unless you're someone's doctor and you're telling them that medically, you know, they are having side effects due to their weight and maybe they need to lose some weight. Like maybe they're looking like they may have diabetes or early onset diabetes or things like that, to where someone may need to look at their weight and start paying more attention to it. I don't feel it's right for anyone else to fucking say anything. No one on social media, no one in person, no one needs to tell someone that they're overweight. I think everyone is beautiful, no matter your shape, your size, what your fucking face looks like, your race. It doesn't matter what it is. But it's just so sad that she would say, oh, you're probably not getting pregnant because you're not drinking my shakes and you're overweight. Like, how disrespectful. And to think that that would get someone a sale, how in anyone's right mind would you sell a product after telling someone that? Like, you keep harassing this woman, then you tell her she's overweight and feels like she would need this product, and you think you're still gonna sell to her? Like, what do these people think? Like, are they this brainwashed to where they think this is a type of behavior that gets a sale? Maybe it does. Maybe people get so sick of saying no and get so sick of being called overweight and told that they're not going to get pregnant because they don't have this fucking shake, that they do give in. And I hate that. It's disgusting and it should never be happening. Woo, let me know what you guys thought. Which one was the worst? Which one just, gosh, resonated with you the most? Which one fueled your fire, okay? Which one made you angry? Because all of these actually made me really mad. And I know in my other videos where I'm actually reacting to MLMers content or being educational and informative, I am not going to get angry because That's not the time for me to be angry or be petty or anything like that. But MLM horror stories is a different thing, okay? I'm just reading people's stories. I can be as fucking petty as I want to. I can be mad if I want to. I can cry if I want to by listening to these people's stories. So just by listening to these, I don't know how anyone would think being in an MLM is a good thing or that what they are doing is a good thing. They're always gonna say, well, my MLM is different. I'm sorry, honey, but all MLMs are the same. So let me know which MLM you related to the most or vibed with the most. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, as subscribing really helps me and my channel out. And I have a huge goal of hitting 10K friends here on my channel before the end of 2020. So that is all, you guys, and I will see you guys in Monday's video.